here, jeez. I'm loving it. Good morning. There's some interesting looking clouds over there, but the sun is shining. It seems very calm out here at sea today. Not half bad. And today is our last day of the cruise, and it is a sea day. We're heading back down to Singapore. Let's see where we actually are, shall we? Because I'll move my drink out the way a minute before I knock it over. But yes, so yesterday we left to Channel 3, I think. Yeah, 3. On the map. There we go. Yesterday we left Thailand, and we've just gone past where sort of Penang is. And so yeah, we're going about, what are we doing, 15 knots? It's a gentle cruise, gentle stroll back down to Singapore. We'll be arriving bright and early in the morning. But today we have all sorts of things planned. Today we have the ship tour, which I'm doing now. I don't think I can show anything, so I'm hoping I can get some pictures, but I'll talk about it afterwards. I'm doing the skydiving type thing. I'm doing North Star. I've got a meal booked in Jamie Oliver's Italian restaurant. Maybe some other things. But yes, it's going to be a packed day today. So let's get cracking on, shall we? It's a bit different today, kicking it off by going to the shore excursions place, which is over here rather than the theatre. Obviously it's on the boat this, so let's get checked in and make sure all is well. Bit behind the waves, little lanyard thing now to wear. And there we go. I'm good to go. Let's see what happens. I've got some facts and figures on the ship. Pause and read this. Interesting. Well, that is a 2-hour tour done. That was really, really good. There's a bit of blockage here. Go into that. Where am I? 3, I get to 5. Got a little bit of footage where we're allowed to record, and got loads of photos as well. So, yeah, time to go through the tour I just had. Right. First off, I just walked up loads of stairs, so there's that. But we went to the theatre area and got ourselves on stage and got a nice view looking out at the audience, which obviously is a bit different. And then we're taken backstage. So going around the side, you can see a lot of the set items they have, things that are hanging from the ceiling or things that are on sort of the runners that they have going across the stage. Back there as well, you've got the changing rooms area sort of thing, the cast area. You're also getting ready for the show that they're putting on. And there's various bits of information there as well, saying how many shows they've done. They do it in basically chunks of 10-month rotations. So it's like cast 15 or whatever it is, I think. And they're about to finish as well in March, before the new cast comes on, who are currently doing their training in Miami. So yeah, it's about 10-month stints. Everyone comes on together, everyone goes off together. They also make note as well of like divas or people that have injured themselves or have had to leave like halfway through, or might have reasons like weddings to attend or something like that, because life still happens. You're not sort of locked on the ship, so to speak. But yeah, and they also then have like a mirage or whatever of like old casts, like photos of people that have done it before, and they do it in like different styles, which is quite interesting. And yeah, have the producers area as well, which is like up high, elevated with screens. And yeah, it's quite an interesting place to sort of see. It's smaller than I thought as well. I thought it'd be larger than what it was. More space to move around at the sort of the stage left, stage right. But yeah, it's quite cramped, to be honest. From there, we ended up then going to the main deck. The bridge, that's the one. I had to go through security to get on there, but that was really interesting. Obviously there's not many people there at the moment because it's a sea day. The captain wasn't there, the captain was elsewhere on the ship doing things, but yes, it was all very chill, very easy. Obviously when they're going to be parking up the ship at port, there's a lot more people on there to make sure that things are being manoeuvred and everything is fine. But yes, you have the sort of the main control area in the centre with a nice view out over the front of the ship, and then to the side as well you have the side panel with various screens, and you also have a big glass thing in the floor as well, so you can see beneath you, which is really, really weird to stand on. It does make you feel funny doing that. But lots of information, lots of cameras. You can see the heading we're doing, the speed we're currently doing, the depth of the sea. Loads of information available at the fingertips of these guys controlling the ship. From there, we then went down to the deck 2, I think it was, to the crew area, and they have I-95, I think it is. So basically, because Royal Caribbean is based in Miami, It's one of the longest highways on the east coast that goes from the south up to the north. I think it's the I-95 or whatever interstate it is. They basically call that the corridor on deck 2 because it goes right down the middle of the ship, and you can very quickly get from one side to the other. And that's what I say, if you want to get to one side or the other very quickly, go on deck 2 and away you go down. Obviously it's for crew only, it's not meant for passengers and stuff like that. But yes, obviously all good fun. So we had a look at the laundry room. Loads of laundry machines going on in there. There was a speech, but there was a very noisy machine doing its job, so I struggled to hear. From there, we then ended up going down to the engine control room. So it's not the engine room itself, but it is the control room. And yeah, I got various pictures of things as well. That the ship's about to go into dry dock in March, so a couple of weeks after when I get off. In preparation for its Alaska cruise. It's being sort of refurbished and rooms are being changed and different restaurants being put on, different theming, ready for its new itinerary. So it's being dry docked in Singapore, I think they said, and it'll be obviously maintained and whatnot and repainted and all that sort of fun stuff, which would be interesting to see. I kind of feel like I need to go back on the ship once that's happened to compare, to see what's different. So, you know, maybe that'll be something for next year. We'll see. I've got other ships I want to go on as well, you know, so yeah, all good fun. But yeah, every 5 years, basically, a ship goes into dry dock. This ship is 10 years old, so this will be its second dry dock in theory. But yeah, so that's about a month, and quite a lot happens during that month. But yeah, so from the engine control rooms, obviously seeing where they control the engines, obviously not the engines itself, we then went to the galley area, I believe it was next, to see where all the chefs were making food, and it's total chaos. Total chaos of all the workstations in there, with people going here, there and everywhere and having to go out of the kitchen to one of the many restaurants or areas to serve. So it's crazy, but we were shown all the food preparation places. We have to wash our hands as well before going in there, because obviously, you know, clean environment and all that, so that's good. And yeah, I got to go to the dessert area as well. Got a nice cheeky video of that taking place. And yeah, it was quite cool to see everyone working. It's very warm in there as well, very hot in the whole area. You know, I'd hate to be a chef having to work in those conditions. I'd really struggle. But yeah, very, very interesting either way. And then from there, we ended up having a look at some of the storage areas where all the food gets brought onto the ship, some of the fridges, and we finished up our tour in the incineration room. So there's a head of a lot of recycling going on the ship, where things get crushed down and separated into different sort of categories of item. So it is quite the system they have in place. And when we dock up on Monday for changeover day, for the new people to come on board, they have 3 hours to turn their ship around, to get everything ready, to get everyone off. 3 hours then to clean it all up and get it ready for the next load of people. So yeah, but really, really cool. I'm glad I did that. That was very, very insightful. It was not something I've ever done before. So now I've got a little bit of time to chill before I do my skydiving type thing. Again, there's not much I can really show with that, but I will tell you whether I survive or not until my next adventure in a couple of hours. What the hell? I don't know what's going on. Everyone's celebrating in the Windjammer for whatever reason. What is happening? Woo! Oh, it's hot out here, jeez. Okay, I've had a bite to eat, which is probably a bad idea right before I'm about to do this skydiving thing, but oh well, if I throw up, I throw up. So yeah, gonna go and check in. It's hot on top of this deck today, my god. But yeah, so let's go and see what the situation is, put my belongings somewhere, and yeah, have fun. Here it is. Ripcord by iFly. What an experience. My hair is now a mess. That was quite the workout as well. Quite the workout. Arms are really feeling it from that. You know, you got to relax, but also trying to just keep position. It's harder than it looks, but I think I did well. I wouldn't mind doing that again in the future, and maybe get to the point where I can go solo and do flips and stuff, but you know, I'm getting old. I'm an old man. Anyway, I think it's almost time. It's 2:30. I think it's 10 minutes until robot battle war thing, whatever it is. Let's have a look, shall we? Down in the lower part of the ship, like deck 5 or something. Robot show, 2:40. Yes, 10 minutes. Go watch a robot show, shall we? Managed to get my passport back too, finally, so that's good. Look at the colour of the water. It's glorious. It's green. And Malaysia or Singapore is out there somewhere. I'm not quite sure where we are, but I know land is that direction. But yeah, that show was really good. That's not what I expected. I had no idea what to expect. I thought it'd be something like Robot Wars. I didn't think it would be just those 6 screens just bouncing around showing stuff. But that was pretty cool. That was a cool way to kill sort of half an hour. And now I think the next thing we have on our list to do is some calendar. Oh, went up the stairs again. And again, I have used the stairs every single time this cruise, apart from the behind-the-scenes tour of the ship. And that's because we had a group of us and we went from the bottom deck to the top deck and back down again. So, you know, I didn't go then. But after the tour, I did. I went from deck 2 back to deck 11. So, you know, just during the tour, did not. It's the only time I cheated. Anyway, 4 PM, so in 50 minutes, I have the North Star Extended Experience. And there's also a big band music as well. That I might go and see, who knows. There's various music things. Obviously I have food then at 7 PM at Jamie's Italian, so I got a bit of a gap in between doing the North Star Experience to my food, and then I have the evening to relax and chill. There is a party at 10 PM which I might have a little look at. It's called the Greatest 80s Party Ever. It's 270, where I just was, so I might have a look at that and see what's going on. There's also a name that tune, House of the Mouse, as well, but I'm not sure I have the energy for more trivia today. So, a little bit of a relax, bit of a cool down, and we're going to get ourselves really, really high on this ship and get some views around the area. It's going to be amazing. Ooh, here we go. This is going to be funky. Ooh. Oh, it's air-conned in here as well, thank God for that. Ooh. That is nuts. Hanging out over the ship is insane. It is wild. That was good fun. That was about 15 minutes up there, hanging off both sides of the ship. And yeah, incredible views. So, well worth doing. I think if you're on a Royal Caribbean ship that has the North Star thing, go and do it. Because that's very, very unique and not something you do on most ships you ever board. I just thought I'd get one last little view out the front of the ship from the... It's very warm in here actually. Sort of solarium type thing. It's baking. This place here is like it's like a greenhouse, like a sauna. So I couldn't stay in there for long, but it's nice and chill. A bit noisy. It's time to get some food. I'm going to the Jamie Oliver restaurant, as I mentioned. It is now time for my reservation, so let's go get some Italian for my last night and have a bit of a big old splash out, shall we? A bit of indulge. I'm still going to go for a walk, I think, afterwards on the top deck for an hour, just to wrap things up on my last night here on the ship before we call it a day for the vlog. So down to floor 5, I think it is deck 5, and towards the back of the ship, and then obviously all the way back up again. Up and down like a yo-yo. It's actually quite pretty down here, to be fair, in the evening with all the lights. There's very nice colours. And here we go, Jamie Oliver's Italian restaurant thing. Let's get in, shall we? Oh wow, it's actually pouring down with rain. That might scupper my plans later if I want to go for a walk. Damn. And here's the menu. Apparently I have 2 starters, so I might have the garlic buns and then the truffle arancini, because it's amazing. They also have lasagna here as well. It's very similar to what I had the other night, but I might have to do it, you know, because that was really, really good. It's either that or the truffle tagliatelle, but there might be just too much truffle. So I might go for the beef and pork lasagna, because that does sound very, very good. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. Well, here are the arancini balls, and then that bread, which is actually quite a bit of bread, to be fair. Probably more than what I need, but that should be pretty good. That is one massive lasagna. I still have leftover bread as well. This is going to be a huge, huge meal, but I'm loving it. And now we have the dessert menu. I don't have the space for this, but I might have to force down a brownie, just because it is the last meal. But yeah, I am stuffed. Thankfully, it's not huge, but I reckon it's really rich. Got some popcorn as well, and a dollop of ice cream. Let's tuck in. That was a phenomenal meal. I have definitely overindulged to the point I'm struggling to walk. I've now got 4 hours to try and have that settled down so I can actually go for an actual walk around the ship, which might be a challenge later. And now I've got 5 flights of stairs, 6 flights of stairs to climb up without having a heart attack. Oh, the joys. Ooh, there's another boat out there going in the other direction. Not quite sure what it is, but there we go. And this is one last little look as well. Can't really see much, but one last little look at the side of the boat and the blue water. Whew. And I've just done my final walk around the track on top of the boat. So I'm exhausted after that, and I didn't end up doing all that much in the evening. I was so knocked out from my meal, it made me so sleepy. I ended up relaxing in the evening and just getting my stuff together in preparation to disembark tomorrow. But yeah, so we have come to the end. I've enjoyed this cruise. I think I enjoyed the Disney one more. If you haven't seen the Disney Destiny cruise, go watch that. I think I enjoyed that more. There's a couple of things of Royal Caribbean that irritate me a little bit, like the constant feeling of penny pinching, upselling, and everyone begging you for 10 out of 10 ratings everywhere. And it's not just a simple question asking, it's like a 2-3 minute rant at you about why it's like life or death for them. So there's an issue there. They shouldn't be asking, let the service speak for itself, but also whatever Royal Caribbean are doing to pressure their staff into overperforming. It's not right. Anyway, it's still very, very good. I'm looking forward to the next cruise of Royal Caribbean, which is not all that far away. There's more in the calendar this year. So if you enjoyed this one, then make sure you subscribe, hit the like button, and stay tuned for the next one. I am going to end this vlog here because tomorrow is just getting off the ship. But I am going to start a brand new vlog series straight away because we have a few days to kill in Singapore. So I have a few things planned around the Sentosa Resort area with some theme parks, a nice resort, and blah, blah, blah. So I'm going to start a whole new vlog series for the Sentosa Resort tomorrow as I get off the ship and get myself to a hotel. So stay tuned for that. And then after that, who knows, right? Who knows? But until the next one, thank you for watching this series. It's been good. I am tired. It's time to sleep. Good night.